أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن سيدنا حبيبنا مولانا محمدا عبده ورسوله أرسله بالحق بشيرا ونذيرا وداعيا إلى الله بإذنه وسراجا منيرا أما بعد. Dear brothers and sisters, I have a good news and a bad news. The good news is, in fact, let's start with the bad news first. The bad news is Ramadan is about to finish. SubhanAllah. It is very sad, isn't it? That Allah's most blessed month, the month that Allah He had prepared for you and I to attain the best of this world and best of the hereafter, came in our life yet again, and yet again is about to go. We've just, alhamdulillah, finished 28 of our fast, or nearly, and we'll be embarking on the 29th, and then who knows, Eid could be any day soon, inshallah. It's how Ramadan is. That's the bad news. The good news is, you had every opportunity to make the best of it. It is a month when Allah has promised all His blessings, all His forgiveness, and all that we deserve, the best of this world and the hereafter if we seek for it. That's the good news. But did we make the best of it? Did we make what is the best of the months? Well, I would like to ask you 5 questions. And I don't want answers from you now. I want those answers to be reflecting in your mind. I would like you to think about these questions. If the purpose of Ramadan is to attain taqwa, first question is, have we attained taqwa? Let's explain what I mean by this question. He Azza wa Jal says, كُتِبَ عَلَيْكُمُ الصِّيَامُ كَمَا كُتِبَ عَلَى الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِكُمْ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. The whole purpose of the fast He has prescribed upon you, just like He has prescribed it to those who came before you, is to attain taqwa. So what is taqwa? You hear over and over again from all the scholars in every Jum'ah throughout the month of Ramadan especially, where they explain to you what is taqwa. Have you understood the concept of taqwa? And have you refined your own practices by the understanding, and has it now become part and parcel of your lifestyle? Let me put it to you this way, my brothers and sisters. Taqwa is a refined conscience. Taqwa is a refined mindset. A measure by which you are able to distinguish between right and wrong, and a tool that prevents you from doing that which is harmful, evil and shameful, both in your spirit as well as your physical body. Not only just to yourself, but to the society around. Taqwa is about attaining the strength to be able to fight the temptations and all the diversions of this world. Taqwa is about you and I having strengthened our iman, our capacity to deal with shaitan. Taqwa is about us knowing what is our weakness and us knowing what is our strength. Taqwa is about us investing all our energy, time and effort in strengthening all those good qualities that we have, in making them better. And taqwa is about giving up those bad qualities that we may have attained and may have become part and parcel of our habits over the 11 months where we did not devote all our time in developing and training ourselves. Taqwa is about a refined conscience, a refined characteristics, a refined person. A person not only is good in their thoughts, but also is very good in their practices. Not only is good in their practices and their thoughts, but they are very good in sharing the goodness of what they've learned and what they've practiced. It's all those 3 and more. Taqwa is a measure that you have, and only you have. That's what Rasulullah said when a companion was asking the question about where taqwa was. And when the question arose, Rasulullah said, At-taqwa ha-huna, at-taqwa ha-huna, at-taqwa ha-huna, pointing to his heart 3 times. Pointing to his heart 3 times, because tranquility and closeness to Allah can be only realized through the contentment of our heart. And when we become too preoccupied with our minds, we become disconnected with our heart. And when we become disconnected with our heart, we become disconnected with Allah. And when we become disconnected with Allah, we become discontented. We become unhappy, upset, and miserable. Our contentment is directly based on our relationship with Allah. And that's why he says, "Ala bidhikrillahi tatma'innul qulub." It is by the often remembrance of Allah that you become and your heart finds tranquility. Our heart often and normally by its own nature beats, and the beat is the name of Allah. It is said by the scholars, the beat it is the dhikr of Allah, nothing more, nothing less. You and I corrupted, you and I disconnected from the rest of our bodies, you and I become distant from the sparks of our heart. The responses that follow because we've become disconnected thus reflect no understanding of taqwa. So the first question is, have you become a better person? Have you attained taqwa? Have we developed our mind to be able to help us, to prevent us from doing bad and evil? You're walking along the road and you see something that is on your way. You should not be looking at that person who's passing you by, but you stare at them. But that's what you did before. Do you continue doing that in the month of Ramadan? And if you have not been doing it in the month of Ramadan, does it mean you will not do it later on? Why? Because you know, up there somebody is watching. Allah Azza wa Jal, He is aware. Allamul Ghuyub, He is the knower, if of the unseen. That which you don't know, He knows. That which you cannot fathom, He knows. And He is the creator of the universe, the most powerful. You worship Him as though you can see Him. And if you can't see Him, surely know He sees you. Is it that kind of mindset we have? We go walk along the road. Nobody is seeing us. Do we do things otherwise we won't do when people would see us? When we are in the privacy of our own rooms, in our own privacy, in our own houses, nobody is seeing us. What do we do? Have we become muttaqi? Have we attained taqwa in the month of Ramadan? That when the month of Ramadan is over, in 2 days most likely inshallah, will we continue in the spirit of taqwa? That's the first question. Have you developed that refined mind, refined set of values, refined conscience, refined capacity to be able to deal with the distractions and all the temptations that come in your way, diversions that tempt you, that move you away from the remembrance of Allah? And have you found that contentment that connects you with the spark and the spirit that Allah Azza wa Jalla has promised, and the nur of Allah Azza wa Jalla that resides within us? Have you made that connection? That's the first question. Second question, my brothers and sisters, if month of Ramadan is month of abstention, Siyam is to abstain, is to stop. If month of Ramadan is about abstention, in other words, not eating, not drinking, and not fulfilling our sexual desires during the fasting hours, have we refined our capacity to deal with temptations of food, temptations of drinks, and temptations of the opposite sex? Have we been able to contain ourselves in the refined boundaries of Allah Azza wa Jal, the hudud that He had laid around us? In the month of Ramadan, we don't eat throughout the day. In the month of Ramadan, we don't drink throughout the day. In the month of Ramadan, we don't pursue our desires throughout the day. After Ramadan is gone, are we going to continue in the spirit of this month? Abstention and training to eat less. If that is the spirit of abstention, then have you, in this month of Ramadan, lost weight already? It's a practical question. Some people come to me and they say, no brother, you've gained weight. Well, there is a problem. If you have gained weight in the month of Ramadan, there is a huge problem. It is said that Muslim communities increase their food consumption by 3 times in the month of Ramadan. That's amazing. That's unbelievable. Why? Month of Ramadan is about abstention. Month of Ramadan is about reduction of what we eat. It's about learning to eat less. And yet we will put on weight. You know why we put on weight? We eat too much at iftar. So much that it disturbs us when we stand for prayer at Maghrib. We eat so much before Taraweeh. We can't move during Taraweeh. We can't concentrate. And after Taraweeh, we go home and eat again, mashallah, before we go to sleep. And then we wake up for suhoor and we eat again. You've eaten 4 times in a matter of 5 hours or 6 hours. Are you surprised you've gained weight? You're supposed to not eat so many times during the daytime. Normally, you only eat 3 times and no more, normally. So this is a problem. Abstention is about learning to control our desires, our earthly desires, which is to do with our stomach. A scholar said, a person whose stomach is always full will never taste the sweetness of Iman or Taqwa. A person whose stomach is always full will never taste the sweetness of Taqwa or Iman. You need to feel simmering hunger inside you to be appreciative of Allah Azza wa Jalla, to be able to understand the connection with Allah. You need to feel simmering hunger in your belly all the time.